Hello. This is the screen we start with. If you can recognize the screen from this game, like this screen, I apologize, but you have no life. That's alright, yeah, that's me. That's this is the game I have been excited to play. Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I think it's that way around. I'm so excited to play this game. I love this game. I've played through the first episode. I've played through this episode of this first game. That is all I have played ever. So, well, no. I played I can't remember if I finished the second episode or not. I don't think I finished the second episode, but I do remember some stuff. I don't know if I finished it, but I do remember some stuff. This first video is going to be really short, maybe. This first video is just going to be the first episode, and it may be shorter because of that, because I do know what's going on. And after this one comes out, I may want to upload my next rare replay video, which would be awesome. It's on a video called Attic Attack, which I'm excited to play. It seems really cool. Let's do it. I'm so excited. I may try to do voices, but I doubt I can. I'm guessing it's him just breathing heavily. This game is so good. Dang it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did. I love this game so much. August 3rd, 9:74, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. What, are you glad I made it on time? Well, I have to say, Phoenix, yes. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. This says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's easy. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I love this game. It's so funny. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. I love this game. Sorry if I won't be talking to you a ton. There's a lot of dialogue in this game, so I will be more focused on that. If there's times without dialogue, then I will be talking to the viewer, you. But other than that, I'm probably gonna be just focusing on the dialogue. Hey, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me that death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't fix her. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Am I Nick? That makes sense. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. I love this game so much, bro. This is the game that made me want to first be an attorney. I don't want to anymore, but this is the game that made me want to begin with. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. From what I've heard about this game in the universe, I'm pretty sure this game is set in a universe where somebody is declared guilty until proven innocent and not innocent until proven guilty. So I think that's why I'm a defense attorney and like why all this happened. Not why all this happened. Whatever. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant, Larry Butz. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Whew. I know this one. That I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think that's all migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the right button to check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it off. Please, I'm begging you. I know. I will. So is she like my coach? Is she my coach here? Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Court record. Cindy something. Cindy Block. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the case? What was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I read that in the case report. I didn't say anything, but that's what happened. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we should proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was, I don't know why I'm doing the nerd voice for this dude, I just kind of want to. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. Statue items to the court record. Statue in the shape of the Thinker is rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the right bumper to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. I love this game so much, bro. It's so fun. So funny as well. He's twitching. And Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butz, what you described is generally what we mean by dump. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. As we're headed to the court record, the victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30. That is actually close. That's July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of throwing his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That she I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I love this game so much, bro. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. He win. What do I do? I want to see stop this thing. That is a relevant question to the case, so he has to answer. Because it's relevant to the case, I'm pretty sure. So he has to answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I win. Order. Well, Mr. Butz, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? Lying? I messed up the, words. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Mr. Butz is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw... Oh, my bad. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the... Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saway to the stand. Mr. Frank Saway, that's so funny, because he saw it happening. Let me go change my... Let me go look at his service real quick. Yeah, I was at 72. Mr. Saway, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Saway, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was shouted down. The defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawa used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. I love this game so much. That's like all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say this entire series. How much I love this game. Ugh. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? That witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do you prove your claim when he's not? You hold the key. It is in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the right bumper, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Alright. I can also press, if I remember right. We're going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Yeah, I can press, which means like I ask more questions about what's going on, and yeah. But that bar in the top right, if I present something that's not useful, I'm pretty sure that goes down, and once it reaches empty, I can use it. He must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. He seems strange that it's inside the apartment. I'm gonna press that because I guess that makes sense, but I'm still gonna press it. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, my door is half open, you see. Isn't it only humans want to eat? We climb on because they are there. It's the same thing. Two more words have never been spoken. Anyone look inside? Why did pain cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. I'm gonna press that. How does he know she was dead? Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I glowed and prayed, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Wait, how would you know if you couldn't go inside? You said you couldn't go inside. You said you wouldn't go inside. So how do you know if the phone was working or not? The phone in the apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Well, did you? Oh, that can be explained. What? There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. So we reached inside and tried using that to call. That phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. If you know what's happening, you know what's happening. First of all, it says noon from 6 p.m., so that's correct. Yes. This says 4 to 5. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death as sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. This is trivial. The witness nearly forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solway, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I won't be really... Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. He's a dummy. This guy's a dummy, bro. Criminals are supposed to be dummies, apparently. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But there's a problem with that. The blackout. Objection! I love this game. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there is a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gosh, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solway? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Solway, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solway. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please. I took a sip of water. The other episodes, by the way, I forgot to mention this. But the other episodes are all probably going to take more than just one episode to finish because they span over multiple days in game, so they're going to take more than just one video to finish, probably. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a terrible clock in the apartment, wasn't there? I mean, there's a terrible clock. There was a clock in the apartment, wasn't there? The murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. The victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Let's get into it. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Okay, table, not terrible. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Yeah. Must have been what I saw. Let's press. The murder weapon? The tablecloth that was used as a weapon? That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw. Okay. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Okay, so I did the right thing. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Because this is what was used to murder the victim.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mrs. Sawyer. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it does look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies, as it doesn't look like a clock. That's my apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? There has to be problems. So I have to confess, Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since murder weapons. Oh, just as you the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Did the witness care to elaborate? Did he strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock... I heard... No, I mean... Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness hearing. You claim the sound of the witness heard. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through thoroughly carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Charlotte heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. This certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow, precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawyer heard and the actual time of the death. So, Mr. Sawyer, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have the case. Right. How am I going to prove that? Dang it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor, it seems I cannot let you indicate the witness. Fortunately, indicate invalid. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look at what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours gone. Think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. I already know the reason. Should I sit here and let you try and figure it out? Or should I just say it? Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock is running slow. The evidence is the passport. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard being struck as dead in her apartment is wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. Because if she was home and Larry had lied, he would be tried for perjury in court, which is lying on the stand. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Ugh, I still can't believe I won. Or we won. Right, good job. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial and on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If he's this bad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Butz innocent. Harry. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. But really, you made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. No, Nick. Can you believe it? I'm so into that trick. It just seems like that's the voice he would be making right now. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, mister? Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I know what she's talking about. I keep pressing A instead of Y. Check this out, Larry. Prove positive you weren't some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed the clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, think of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Well, that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Or, yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so, our first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Oh, bro, I get goosebumps every time. I've played through that first episode so many times, but I get goosebumps every single time. Brand new episode has been added. Okay. Saving content. Let it save. Save my progress. Save. I'm not gonna click anything. I'm just gonna let that sit like that. Can I like go back to the menu somehow? No? Okay, whatever. I guess I have to do the outro here. So, yeah, that's Phoenix Wright. These games, I'm guessing they're all amazing. This one is so fun. This next case is crazy, so I can't wait to do it. After this video comes out, if I still have this energy, I will be doing my next rare replay video. Sorry I wasn't talking to you a ton again, but this game. You just gotta focus on the game, not on me. You just gotta focus on the game. Yeah, this is the series I was very excited about doing after my Cuphead series. I may do my Minecraft, another Minecraft video after this instead of a rare replay video. I don't know. The next, I'll try and keep up with doing the voices, but they're a little harder for me to do because I can't do a ton of voices very well, but I can try. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, until next time. I'm not going to do the kings and queens thing again. That's so cringe. If you want to keep hearing that, say something, because I think it's cringe for me to say kings and queens. But I don't know. It just feels cheesy. But if you want to keep hearing it, then just say something about it, please. But yeah, until next time, see ya.